Hi, are you guys struggling with your online dating profiles? I'm gonna have to say yes because I've been on there. I've dated online, and I'm gonna say most guys were struggling. So I'm gonna give you guys some simple tips and advice about how to make a great profile. So don't get caught up in the most perfect profile. Don't get caught up in thinking that it has to impress. It just has to get you in the door, okay? And now a lot of these professional online profile writers are writing you like the Cadillac of dating profiles, and they're great. They're interesting. They're like page turners. Like, I want to read them. But I'll tell you the truth. If a guy was messaging me and had that, I would think he was desperate. I would think he was too familiar with the online dating world. Like, he's one of those guys that, like, as soon as you break up, he's right back on there with his profile. Like, he's too comfortable. So being, a little like awkward about it is fine. It's normal. I mean, for our generation, I'm, Gen X millennial, it was nerdy when it first came out. It was weird, and still is a little bit, but it's the thing to do. So let's get to it. Okay, so first you want to have a great photo of yourself to, like I said, get your foot in the door. So you want to have a variety that paints a picture to a woman, showing her that you are fun. You are somebody who has a life. You will be okay if she isn't available. You'll be okay if things don't work out. You're not needy. You have your own thing going on, and she wants to be a part of it because it's fun. So do you have pictures of you and your friends, like on vacation or just hanging out at a party? Do you have pictures of you being goofy? Because girls love guys who don't take themselves too seriously. That's another thing. So now, do you have pets? Do you have a picture of you and your pet? That is adorable. I'll tell you a little story. This guy I was obsessed with, he had a picture of him and his cat, and he was holding his cat and making like a stupid face. That was the perfect picture because it had everything in one. It was, you could still see he's attractive, but it had his cat, and it had him being goofy, which shows that he's not serious about himself. So, okay, now do you have a picture of you with your family? Because is you close with your family, is that like a complete package? Like, basically, if you have kids, that's obviously, a package deal with you. So if you have little kids, I don't suggest posting their photos, but maybe like a picture of like the back of them, you hugging them, just so a girl knows that they are important, and if she has a problem with it, she's gonna have to take a hike. Okay? If you have teenagers, get them in the pictures. That's fine. Do not have pictures of any exes. Do not have that is a no-no. I can't believe how many guys don't realize that. So also, you don't want to have pictures of of you at the gym, you shirtless, like too many times. I can understand if there's a shirtless picture, you're at a pool party and you throw it in the mix. Okay, but to make them all like that, no. So with that being said, you probably want about 6 photos. And I don't suggest connecting your social media to your dating profile. Like, I see that some of the sites offer that ability. I feel like separate the two, at first. You don't know, what if she's like a stalker and she wants to like hit up all your girlfriends, and who knows? You just don't know. So, okay, so do you have a picture of your grandma? Okay, if you need a picture of yourself, do one like in the car. Do just one, Don't like bombard your profile with bathroom shots. I've seen guys put the pictures of their waist down. There's some tacky shit out there. So just I would suggest like 6 pictures in a variety, because you want to paint that picture that I said earlier. Okay. Then with your dating profile, So you want to be authentic. Like I said, if it's something that doesn't come natural to you, then that's okay. And your handle. If your name is Jim and your birthday is August 23rd, Jim 823, that's fine. No one's gonna be like, oh, you're so boring. Because again, the level of seriousness we put on a dating profile is not, I mean, like, it is kind of like a resume, but it is like there's like a different ratio to what is important and why. So in my opinion, like I said, too good and too creative is overboard. Whereas a resume would probably be great, who knows? But you want to do that. And I was looking online at some of these, they're telling you to write interesting, I mean, don't waste time writing interesting usernames and stuff like that. The little headline, you know, you could put something up there, maybe like a funny line to a movie or like a funny song. Just don't be offensive, don't be rude, don't be negative. Make sure your grammar is on point. Grammar is on point. The New Yorkers, your grammar. Everybody else, your grammar. Your punctuation, your spelling. She wants to just see that you're literate. You're literate, you have a job, you're not a douchebag, you're not, you know, bragging, you're not cocky, and you don't take yourself too seriously, you're fun, you like funny things, you have a good support system, you're friends, you're self-sufficient. That paints a great picture of a guy. And then the picture, your number one picture, profile picture, just make sure you're highlighting your, make sure it looks good. Make sure, ask people. That's the one that you have to worry about, is your profile picture, because it will get you in the door. And then the rest is just, so if you put your profile up and you're like, this poet with this, amazing creative writing skill, and then you meet her and she's like, this is odd, you can't even write a check. No, but she'll find that weird. So and then, like I said, I wouldn't even date someone who put that much effort into a profile. I would think that was A, corny, B, desperate, C, overboard. So between that mix, like I said, just not overdoing it. And here on this site it says don't put Mike 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I can see their point there, but to sum it up, Mike 1, 2, 3, 007, something like that. But just don't worry too much about that. Don't worry too much about little things like that. I wouldn't. There's generators now where you could have one spit out a handle for you. It's not that important. Just nothing gross, nothing perverted, So I think I made my point. So just don't go overboard, and that's it. I hope that helped.